you got to take your hat off to him. When he came out dressed up like The Rock, hey, yeah, I'll just say yes. I've never saw anybody do that, but it's become, he's become, you can't ignore him at this point. So
Miz is the entertainment of WWE. He is what he says he is. He's awesome. To love him or hate him, he is must see. Every time he comes out, he does something. He's the guy who should be wearing the shirt that says, "I bring it." He's the guy.
Not via satellite.
Yeah, in person, live in color.
Exactly.
All right. Now, will The Rock wait until WrestleMania to get into the squared circle with John Cena and The Miz?
No. I think at least a week before WrestleMania, something's going to happen. I believe it's probably going to look like it's via satellite, and then he's going to pop up out of the floor or something. Live via satellite's not going to work anymore. So, I believe that The Rock's going to show up at one of the events.
Well, we'll find out soon enough. I mean, a few weeks here till WrestleMania. We'll touch base on that as well. Now, John Cena had this little spoof beta of him at the beginning of Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw's his show. He was there. He had a match. He participated. There was a chance for him to grab a mic. He said nothing about what just happened. Now, before he mentioned on his final KO, that was it. He was done. He was going to focus on The Miz. Is John Cena done smack talking? True or false?
I believe so. I could be wrong, but I believe he's done as far as going back and forth. Because, like I said last week, going back and forth is gotten old. It's gotten old. People want to see a match. And this might just be them bringing, more drama to it.
But could Cena just stand there while this little child portrays him? And, here's your Fruity Pebbles. Go on, kid. The kid's crying and everything else. I mean, don't you feel he should be saying something to The Rock? At least acknowledging that? At least, I mean, I know he wants to put a boot in him, but he's got to say something, don't you think?
I think he's got to wait until they're actually in person. And whatever he says is going to be like you said, the boot, fist, attitude adjustment.
We'll see. We'll see. The Rock's winning the war of words at this point. Sorry, John Cena.
Wars are won with words.
Good point. But the king of words, Miz, has got the belt. We'll see what happens with that. We'll see what happens with that. Now, will there be a rematch for WrestleMania with Sheamus and Daniel Bryan? Now, Daniel Bryan lost that U.S. Championship belt when Sheamus promised that if he lost that match, he would quit the WWE. Of course, as we mentioned before, he's going to win that. Now, he's going to take that into WrestleMania. Will there be a rematch with Daniel Bryan?
I believe so. Daniel, because it's too early. I mean, it sort of went it like a little bit too easy. So I think it's too early to just let Sheamus walk off into the sunset with the belts. I do believe there's going to be at least another. This will be the third.
But you think there's a realistic chance that he will lose the belt? I mean, I don't see
he'll
it.
Retain it, but I think there'll be at least one more match.
Hopefully, it's a good enough match where you know who's going to win the match, but hopefully it ends up being something of a spectacle here with maybe a cage, no DQ, something to keep us watching. Exactly. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what goes on with that. Now, moving on. Later on Raw, we had Vicky winning that match against Trish Stratus with the help of Lay Cool. And next question is that what's Vicky's role going to be here on Monday Night Raw?
I think it's going to be largely like what it was when she was on SmackDown, minus being the new GM. I think that she's going to again do the same thing that she's been doing with Dolph Ziggler, representing him, but also showing up going against. Snooki. Why was Snooki there? Anyway, I digress.
We won't bring her up. We're not going to.
For crying out loud. I believe that she's going to, again, go ahead and represent Dolph Ziggler. She's probably going to be going. It looks like it's set up for her and Trish Stratus to go back and forth.
I have to bring her up. She's in WrestleMania. We have no choice. In case you weren't watching, Snooki is going to be at WrestleMania wrestling in this 3-on-3 match.
That's just wrong.
More on that. Check on unifiedwrestling.com to see the results.
Just wrong.
A little bit more information on that. Whew, that's no reason for that.
Thank you.
Can anyone slow down the Rhino that's accompanying Del Rio to the ring. Can anybody beat this tandem? Del Rio now with Brodus Clay. Can anybody knock off Del Rio now?
Nope. I'm a big fan of Brodus Clay, and I don't think anybody can take him out. I mean, unless they bring the Big Show over from SmackDown, I really don't see it happening.
Well, remember, Del Rio is SmackDown.
Right.
So I mean, but when it comes to this thing here with Edge really has no friends besides Christian, and Christian, don't see him doing that to Brodus Clay twice. It just,
nah.
And then you got to forget Ricardo Rodriguez there, and
the corner's too.
Who knows what's happening to Sin Cara, where he's coming out, but they promoted it again this week. 2 promos, 2 weeks. They're shoving him down your throat for a reason.
Yeah.
We'll see
First match is
we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that. Now, Kane, again, issues with the core. This is from SmackDown, last Friday. What's going on with that? Is Kane with the core? Is he not? Is he with Nexus?
I cannot really tell which way they're going because one week the core is going against the Big Show. The next week they're trying to go against Kane. It's real difficult to tell what exactly is going to happen. I think at some point there's going to be some sort of core versus Nexus situation happen. And a great stage for that would be WrestleMania, but I haven't heard anything to that effect as yet.
Well, we'll find out. Well, again, that's all the information here that we have from previous TNA and WWE information. Again, if there's any questions you have for us to go over, please let us know. Again, email unifiedwrestling@rocketmail.com. A bunch of other ways here to get a hold of us as well. Now, let's go and get started here with the 3 the hard way. Your 3 the hard way for this week, E. Lay it down on us.
Number 3, counting down from 3 to 1. Snooki. Why Snooki? And just wrestling promotions that are involving people from the Jersey Shore in general. Can we stop? Can we just stop? I mean, it adds nothing, in my opinion. It adds nothing.
Why did WWE follow TNA's trend? I thought WWE was a trendsetter.
Exactly, and that's the other thing. That there's no good reason for the big dogs on the block to be acknowledging what the folks down the road are doing. There's no good reason for it. It's TNA's job to catch up to WWE at this point, not vice versa. Right
now, Raw's again. They've had guest hosts every Monday Night Raw for the previous year, 2010. They stopped doing that. Now they brought it back here with Snooki. That's her name, right? Snooki?
Yeah.
Okay, they brought it back with Snooki. And after TNA brings out, I want to say their names right, Angelina and JWoww. And JWoww. They bring out 2, we'll say girls, in wrestling, and then they come out with this, I don't know. I won't say much about that. But
the promotion is silly.
It's a bad idea. WWE, please stop.
Yeah, just...
please.
If you're going to get celebrities, get real celebrities, okay?
Yeah.
It's enough. Knock it up.
All right. What's the next one?
The next one is the RVD versus Kenny Anderson double count out.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that they're doing that just to push the drama down the road, but I didn't really, in light of what happened right after that, I really couldn't see why they did it. But we'll see. Again, we'll see what happens. In my opinion, that really should have that match actually should have continued, but
it was bad because that match led into, it was a good match leading all the way up to the match. The double count out seemed premature.
It seems
like kissing your sister. It wasn't good.
Right.
It wasn't good. It wasn't good. So it was fine though because we expected a huge main event following that up. So with that crashing, it was pretty sad ending to what looked like a very promising pay-per-view here.
Exactly.
But again, we talked about that already. Yeah. What you got as number 3?
You know what the last one is, of course. 1 minute and 28 seconds, and the crowd is immediately shaken. 30 minutes worth of commercials after that. By the way, it's like, come on. Whatever issue was going on with Jeff Hardy, please just get it worked out. That's your event should never ever go like that. But moving on.
Well, Impact was taped here on Tuesday for the Thursday showing. Now, what happened here? They, according to what sources are saying, they taped this show out of sequence. So it's not really anything we could do in regards to a spoiler or what happened first, what happened second. It's out of sequence the way they recorded it. So, I mean, it's going to be a surprise to most people here coming up Thursday night. Other than that, that's pretty much it for TNA. We'll see what happens, how they try to make that up here this Thursday, but there's no telling what they're going to end up doing with Hogan. Hogan's been doing a lot of tweeting here, trying to put some stop to this flame, but we'll see how that turns out. Wasn't necessarily good.
They have a mess on their hands, so we'll see what happens.
Well, thanks again for that through the hard way, E. Last but not least, we want to make sure we go over our Lucha Minute, and it's going to be brief. Want to make sure you understand that King of Kings comes on this Friday. Check on luchalibre.aaa.com for more information on that. Again, that's going to be the King of Kings show. It's only available on that internet site. Next also is the information or the news that happened this previous week on AAA in regards to the safety of superstar Aerostar. Now, Aerostar was injured in a match against Superfly. Now, this was for the King of Kings. This was a match here for the fourth qualifier. It was previously dated here. We advised last week of what the 4 last ones were going to be for King of Kings. This was recorded, of course, a week before. There was a little spoiler here last week. Yeah. But what didn't say here on that spoiler was that Aerostar was injured. It was due to a tombstone that Superfly did not know how to execute.
Yeah, he did a tombstone pile driver. Had the guys, the top of the guy's head like too far down below the knees. Dropped him on his head. They showed it back, and you could see his neck torque just as they hit the mat. Adding insult to injury, while the man's on the mat twitching, Superfly apparently didn't know what was going on and tried to put an extra boot in. Just as the doctor is coming into the ring with the backboard.
Superfly appears to not know that this was actually real injury. Yeah. He followed that up with a kick to the head before the EMTs pushed him away. I mean, he started twitching at that point. I guess the EMTs noticed that was not something that
was
supposed to happen and looked too real. So what happened is that they go ahead and jumped in the ring, they throw him on the board, and they wheel him out. Ended up being an actual neck injury for Aerostar. So Aerostar, we hope you heal well. We don't know when Aerostar will be back in action. High flyer, definitely to the max. Yeah. But we'll see what happens with that. Again, our best wishes go out to that and that superstar. Speaking of good wishes, we want to make sure we give our good wishes out to the people here in Japan, going past that tsunami after that earthquake. Again, prayers and thoughts go with you.
Definitely.
All right, well, that's it for this week of Tag Team, presented here by Unified Wrestling, unifiedwrestling.com. We also are able to be contacted via Facebook and Twitter. Either myself, Caesar Scorpio, or the Invincible E. Vincent. Contact me, the Caesar Scorpio, on Twitter, or on Facebook, Caesar Scorpio. That's it. E, what's yours?
Facebook.com/InvincibleEVincent or Twitter.com/InvincibleE.
There you go. Well, thank you very much again for watching. Enjoy your week. See you guys again next week.
Take care.
Have a good one.